Hi there, thanks for joining me again. We're looking at Cities Skylines, in particular the Mass Transit DLC, and I want to start a new series looking at how we connect the mass transit resources together. If we take a look at this city, it's not particularly large, it's only got a population of 54,000. In this area, a lot of it is office space. We've also got a bit of commercial. Coming over to this side, mixed commercial and residential, another industrial zone here, and coming to this area, a mixture again of office, residential, commercial, and an airport, and over here another mixture of residential, commercial, and industrial. Up here we have the international airport. Now what I want to do now is look at the transport system. And you can see that the only transportation system we've got running here is the railway. That's connected to a station down here and another station up here. If we look at the choices that we have when it comes to trains, we've got the passenger station or train station, and this one is the cargo train. I called it commercial stroke industrial, but that's what we've got running here. And as you can see at the airport, there is a metro station already placed inside the international airport. Now what I want to do first of all is think about a ferry system running between the Robin Square area across to the Lilac Heights. Just to remind you, a lot of residential on this side, a lot of office on this side, so I'm guessing that there will be quite a bit of traffic wanting to get from one location to the other, or one side to the other. So this is the first place to put a ferry system. We've already got some, there's a, it looks like a cruise ship going in here. Along this side we've got a bit of an issue about where to put our ferry crossings, because a lot of this is used for the water intake and sewage output. If we come down here, we can see that there are some power cables running along here. We'll have to move those or get rid of those, but I'm thinking about putting, I'd like to put a ferry terminal here close to this road, but of course I'll have to get rid of this black water system. Or I could put it down here. There's another fairly large road there. That would obviously bring more traffic down. I'd have to have a bus stop in place there. So I think what I'm going to do is take the ferry, and we need to look across here at these items. That's a single pier, that's a double pier, and this is a ferry and bus exchange stop. If I take that for a moment, we'll see how large it is. It's very big. It's going to take a huge amount of this area up, and you can see there's a road wanting to go in down at the bottom. I think it might be a good idea to drop this in place, because we want to get passengers to this location. We want them to use the ferries. So there we go. I'm going to drop it and see what damage we've done, if any. I'm going to just stop the simulation for a second to see what we've actually done here. So yeah, there's that's the ferry pier there. This is obviously the bus stops, and they're not covered. The buses will come in into this location and use these stops. So the first thing I need to do is join the road up. That's going to be a bit quite messy, isn't it? Because we've already got this building standing here. It'd be better if we took the road out and came along here. So goodbye, whoever you are, and we'll put a road in place. And again, it's a two-way road. I want to have actually buses going in one way. I'm going to put in the road like this. And I'm going to have to dump this as well. Whatever that is, it's going to have to go, I'm afraid. Somebody's house. But c'est la vie, as they say. And we'll bring this one up to here. So we've got buses coming. It does say two-way down here. We've got vehicles parking there already. So not too brilliant. What I can do is use the traffic manager President edition, the new version, and I can put parking restrictions in over here, and let's put them over here and there. He's taking no notice whatsoever. Never mind, they'll pick up and they'll go eventually. So we've got a bus route in. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's horrendous. That's horrendous. I need to get something done about that, I think, fairly sharpish. Let's see if I can lift it. Oh, that worked okay. And that's a darn sight better, isn't it? Yeah, that's much better. And this one at this end, there's no problem with that. That's already raised up. So here you can see we've now got the starting point for ferry and bus stop. Now, let's have a look at the other side. I need to get fairly close to reasonable junctions to carry a fairly sizable amount of traffic. If I put it here, it's going to be up the side of a cliff. It's all low lying, isn't it? Whatever I do, I'm going to have to build another road. So I think I don't want it too close to the cruise terminal. That will cause untold problems. If I put it here, this road's will be taken away, and that building will go as well. So I think we're going to go for the same that we had before. Another destructive bus stop, and where's my road? There's I can just see it poking through there. So again, we're going to lose quite a chunky amount, and I think here that's where we're going. And we're going to do a very similar thing on this side. That building there is going to have to go, I'm afraid. That one might just be able to stay. Whoever you are, I'm afraid it's toodaloo. And I need to get our one-way road back in place. Bring up here and clunk. What's that done? Is that, no, that's fine. That's not taken a turn for the worse. Now this one, yeah. Ah, look at that. I don't like that. I can't do much about it. If I come over here, it can still come at an angle, isn't it? Let's bring it down. Oh, well, some people might like it. We're level. And once again, we're back to the situation where we've got bus stop, ferries, one side to the other. So what have we got to do now? We've got to connect it up. So let's get we need to get a ferry depot in place so we can actually produce these ferries for us. That can go anywhere really, as long as I can get it attached to a road at some point. I think I'll put it to, let's have a look. I'm not too far away from anything. It's quite close to the solar array there, but I think if I get it about right, I can get the road to come round. If I put it, yeah, we'll put it there. We'll get a road connected to it, otherwise the trash won't get emptied. So that's our terminal. It will be connected to power because we're close to the solar array. We've got to join up that one to that one. So first things first, go to our pathway, and we'll take a pathway to there, and we'll have another pathway going from there to there, and we now need to put the line in place. Well, this is a two-pier terminal. I could get rid of that line, and that one can go somewhere else. No, actually, thinking about it, this one here could go off in this direction to the other side. Yeah, I'm going to chop that one, and because I don't want the lines crossing, so for the time being we'll stick with this, and we'll put our line in place which goes along here. Cool. I don't like that. Oh, that's very, very tight, isn't it? Gosh. That's connected. And we've got to come back. So there's our line in place. And that'll start producing ferries. Let's restart. And we'll see the first ferry come up. Do you know what I didn't do? Yeah. Pat yourselves on the back. You're all shouting at me. I didn't put, guess what, this link in. That's got to come. And we'll bring that one to there. Oh, there we go. Oh dear, what a nitwit. So, looking at our ferries, there's our line, and at the moment it's only produced one ferry, which is good news. We don't want too many ferries jumping on this line yet because it's very early days. So, here it comes. What colour did we give it? Oh, let's give it a bit more colour, shall we? Let's make it a nice bright red. That's good. Job done. So the ferry is now going backwards and forwards, one side to the other. What we've got to do next is get a bus route in place. And again, we're looking at the area that's going to serve this ferry. All is residential, so we need to get a bus which is going to go around, pick up, go through some of the commercial, come round, pick up, drop back at the bus stop here. So not a long route, but I should think a couple of buses would go down quite well there. Okay, the ferry's working. We've got people standing down here waiting to be picked up, so that's working. They're getting there by car. Look at these cars going into the bus station. Wouldn't be allowed to do that in my area. Big signs up, no entry to cars. But what's the problem? Well, the problem's obvious. We haven't got any buses going there, so cars are doing the job. They're dropping passengers off. I'm going to stop the simulation for a moment or two and look at what we need to do to get people onto buses to get to this ferry stop, because people are obviously using it. Make sure we get on the proper side of the road. I'm doing this from the UK, so obviously I need to go on this side of the road. What I've learned from past experience is that if you put bus stops close to a junction, first of all, it obviously helps passengers get across because of the crossings, but it also slows traffic down. So I'm going to put the first bus stop in the middle here. It's far enough away from the junction to stop traffic backing up, but it's also close enough to get passengers to cross the road. So let's put the first one in there, and bear in mind we're going to try and get down here, and we want to do some pickups from some fairly substantial sites. Now this is a tourist attraction, so I'm going to put a bus stop over here. I'm going to put it the other side of the junction. Now if I put it there, the bus is going to come down this area here, so I probably would benefit from having another stop up here. So let's drop it here, and as you can see, this is a one-way street. We're now going to come along this road, so we'll have a pickup for the lazy ones there, and we'll drop into any of these will do, but I think I'll stick it there. That'll be fine. The bus needs to come along this road, and we'll need to pick up. Bear in mind, you've got to get back to our starting position to complete the circuit. That's a one-way street, so we can't go up there. That's one way. So we'll do a stop here. No, not there, that's too close to the junction. We'll go up the other side of this junction. We'll do one there. Looking at the map, we've got a blue route and we've got a red route, so it's covering quite a large amount of the area, plus a bit of this area down here, so that should get some passengers coming into the station, the ferry I should say. Okay, time to start up, and we'll see what happens with our buses. Buses are going to start from over here, so if I give a click to start, we should see that we've got our blue and red buses coming out. Now they'll come up and they'll start coming out in quite large numbers. Let's go to our transport system. Let's have a look and see what the buses are doing. And let's see, we've got that one. That's going to produce a number of, oh look, there's so many of them, it's unbelievable. I'm going to remove these. I'm going to remove the buses because I want the double deckers to come in. Remove that one, remove that one, remove that one, and I'm going to remove that one. And let's have a look at the other route. We've got buses coming out of that one. Too many. Let's get a shot of that one. So we've got 3 on there. We've got 3 on there. So we've got a system that's moving buses around. What we don't know, of course, is what they're doing in terms of passenger pickups. Okay, let's have another look. Transport zone again. Go into our bus route and let's have a look at the buses. What's going on here? Nothing being picked up there. Nothing being picked up there. 20 being picked up there, so it's starting. Look at this one. We've got 1 being picked up there, 11 being picked up there, and 82 being picked up there. Things are moving. It's all happening. Looking good. Okay, that bus is going to come down. Now I want to see what happens when it gets to the bus station. Which is here. Let's see how many passengers it drops off. There he comes. People waiting at the stop, which is good. Cool. Bit of a swing around there. I think you like that connection. And he's picked up. Hasn't dropped any off. There's a lot of picking up going on, not a lot of dropping off. Come on, let's see what this one's doing. That's a hell of a turnaround there, isn't it? Gosh. Coming in their droves now. Again, quite a number being dropped off there. They're going to go into the ferry terminal. He's picked up 50, which is good going. And we've got quite a number waiting there. They're a bit close to the edge. Ferry comes barging in, they're all going to go. Okay, we've got a few waiting on this side. Let's have a look over here. Any waiting on this side? Not vast numbers, but don't forget, we haven't got a bus route over here yet. Just these cars dropping people off. And loads of them parking as well. I'm not having that. That's parking in a bus bay. Are they bonkers? Click, click, go. Thank you very much. You lot can walk. We'll sort some buses out for you later. Okay, how's this going? 50 there, dropping off 50, minus 50 plus 50, that's good going. And quite a few waiting at the bus stop, so that's actually working. We're working quite well on this side. So buses are working here. Now on this side, we've got a similar thing to do. I won't go through the process of setting up the bus route, because I've already shown you that. That would be quite boring. And we'll come back a bit later in another episode and I'll show you the connections there. And we'll then move on to connecting with Metro, I think, be the next step. So that's all for today. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. And also please subscribe, as there'll be more videos to come. And that's it. Thanks again. Goodbye for now.